What's up, guys? How's everybody doing, man? Welcome to episode... how did the intro go? Oh, what's going on, guys? It's... how did it go?
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Logan. My co-host, my amazing co-host, Brayden.
Yeah, and welcome to episode 24 of Actors POV. There we go. Let's get it, man. We're back. It feels good. Yeah, man. Here we are, back at it again. It's been a little bit. Obviously, strike going on kind of screwed everything up, but we are back at it, man.
We're back at it, baby.
Yeah, very interesting stuff with that, by the way.
They can't hold us back
anymore. Hold us back, baby. We're here.
Yeah.
We are here.
We are here.
I'm here.
Oh,
Yes,
man.
I know. We're back at it. It's here,
2 minutes
baby.
in.
Just like we never left, baby.
No, yeah. It was pretty interesting. I'll give you that.
Yeah, man. I want to read it. They haven't released it yet still, right?
No, I don't think so.
I'm interested. Very
I'm not
interested.
sure.
Because a lot of people are kind of mad about a lot of the specific stuff, which I know you're not going to get everything you asked for, but the AI thing I think is the most. I listened to what was it, Nicolas Cage talk about it.
Oh yeah.
The one thing you think you sent me.
Yeah.
Very interesting stuff.
Very interesting.
It's scary,
right?
man. Even if you
I
die,
agree.
it can keep your name and do stuff with it, and yeah.
It's weird.
Very weird.
Why are you able to do that? Because that's not even us doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the whole point of being an actor, I feel like.
Don't
Takes
like that
the
at all.
job away from us.
Yeah, it's all going to be like CGI and AI stuff in the next probably 10 years, genuinely.
Yeah.
Like even in 10 years, I don't know if you've seen like all the brain chip stuff. Like they're going into human testing within the next few years.
Oh yeah, with like Elon Musk and
for
stuff.
like neurological disorders. Like it's going to
Yeah,
start
it's
with people
crazy.
that can't see.
Take a piss off, brother.
Yeah, no, it's scary, dude.
Yeah,
like
no.
that's
Not about
unreal. They're gonna hold you down, put a chip in the back of your head, dude.
Yeah,
Control you.
Yeah.
Yeah, great stuff.
Yeah, no, I know about it,
Capitalism,
bro.
baby.
Capitalism.
Love it.
And then they're gonna that's how they'll be able to, dude, scan you on anything 1,000 years ahead of time.
Universal, dude. You know how they have the fingerprint? Now it's face scan. They scan your face, bro. I went in there the other day with my fam. I pulled up, dude, and they were like, you don't have to do your fingerprint, do your face. And it's a camera. You got to like go like this, and you got to smile, and then it scans your face, and it lets you in. Unreal, bro.
Jamie, what do you think of that?
Jamie, what do you think?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Dude, and
freaking
I had to
insane.
like bend down, and I'm 6'4", but like, you know, our guy over there, Jamie, is 6'5", so he have to bend down even more.
Yeah.
And genuinely, I had to bend down to get, and I'm 5'7". I had to bend down to get in front of the camera.
6'7", correct?
6'7", flipped. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's backwards day.
Backwards. Yeah,
Opposite.
no, that's crazy though.
No, dude, it was weird.
They're probably trying to like stop people from like maybe like if you and your brother were to share a pass because you got I don't know, but it's fingerprints.
You can put like tape on your finger and tape the person's and do that. But like, come on, dude, if you're going that extent, you should be able to get rewarded. You know, like if you're gonna go that far with it and not get caught. Like
that's like
I don't know.
That's right. That's the level before hopping the fence.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like I respect you, dude, if you do that. But no, it was crazy, man. Like it was the weirdest thing I've ever experienced because we would go to Halloween Horror Nights all the time, me and Jamie. And even we went a few times, and remember, it was just the fingerprint. Right after Halloween Horror Nights, they incorporated this new technology.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's, I don't know, man. Society's getting crazy.
Interesting. Society is scary.
And think about, like, just think about the 2010s, right? Where we kind of grew up in. Like, we went from flip phones
like
to
a
smartphones.
bubble.
Yeah.
It's just a little thought bubble.
Juju, killer clowns, you know.
Juju on that beat.
Yeah, man. All that stuff, bro.
Yeah,
Crazy,
no, but
man.
it's definitely weird how not only just the world, but even culture has changed. You know what I mean? Things that, you know, maybe were funny back then, you'll get canceled for saying today. And you know what I mean? Movies that were a specific genre aren't seen in the same light as they are today. You know what I mean? Like it's a completely different audience that's showing up. So
Society's moving in a very interesting way.
interesting.
And,
that's what we'll say.
and it's definitely up to this generation to dictate where it's going to go. And I feel like social media as well is behind that quite a bit. You know what I mean? Social media is a place where you could just talk as much crap as possible and not deal with the consequences of it right away.
Absolutely.
Most people on there are going to say stuff they'd never say in person.
In person, not at all.
They don't want to get beat up. They don't want to get shot, right?
Yeah.
They're too scared to say stuff. So they're going to go on there. They're going to act like they're all tough, say things, and then it's going to cause a big rift. It's just it's
Well, and I think that goes like the whole thing with people being respectful. Like society just isn't respectful for that reason.
Especially
you know
Eagles
what I mean?
fans. Yeah.
Oh well, that's atrocious. That's atrocious. I vouch for us. Go Birds.
Go. Actually, I like the Eagles. They're like my third favorite NFL team. So.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah, they're up
Hey,
there.
there you go.
Tush push, baby.
Tush push, baby.
Got stopped the other day for the first time, right? A couple weeks back, I think, for the first time. It wasn't successful.
Oh, for the first.
Yeah, that crazy.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
What happened there?
Who
Did Jason
knows?
Kelsey just trip?
Dude, Jason. So you actually know what I heard? It's actually really funny. You know how he had 2 flags last night for kind of being shaky on the ball?
Mm-hmm.
My mom was saying that. Weird, right?
Yeah. Great game, by the way.
Great. Oh my god.
Dude.
Game of the year so
Yeah.
far.
The Bills are garbage, dude.
Here's the crazy thing, right?
Yeah.
She thinks that Travis Kelsey had a, you know what I mean?
Mm.
And then that's why he was just trying to get. That's why he ran straight as the game was ending. He didn't even high five. He just ran to the locker room. He had to poop. He had to go.
Makes sense.
He was on the ball and he's like, God, dude.
Yeah, dude.
It's like,
Yeah,
God.
that Chipotle was hitting, dog.
Yeah. And shaking,
Yeah.
bro. He's like, God.
Yeah, dude. Speaking of that, so me and Jamie hit up some Vietnamese food earlier,
Really?
and dude, longest piss of my life. What I just did, I was in there for like a minute and a half, just letting it go.
That's really
He
great.
made me drink this broth and stuff. I'm not a big fan. He actually got mad at me because
What was it, pho?
yeah, it was pho.
Oh, my
But he
Lord.
got mad at me because
You didn't
can
like
speak,
pho?
dude. You can speak.
Come on. Come on, Jamie.
They can hear you.
Yeah, Jamie.
I promise you they can. Yeah, Jamie, you're good. But no, like he got
good,
mad at me
Jamie.
because the way I eat my ramen. He
Listen to this.
Okay.
This is crazy.
So he, I guess, eats his ramen with all like the broth and stuff in it. I
Yeah.
pour out a little bit of the water, so it's just noodles.
No, what he said was he
Wait.
puts the Brady. He puts the flavor packet in the ramen water and then pours it out.
Yeah, no, stop. So the water is in with the ramen noodles, right? I pour the packet, and then I stir it up with like the water. You know what I mean? To get it juicy within like the area of the noodle, right? And then I pour out a little bit of the water, so it's not full water. I don't want to get water all over me, right?
The broth?
Yeah.
I was just drinking broth.
Crazy, right?
Y'all,
Crazy.
nah, bro, y'all need to back me up, like for real.
No,
No,
this
bro.
guy's crazy.
That's probably I know it's very American. I'm not like I know it is. I know it's very like Southern American, but like I'm not a big broth guy, dude.
I
eat noodles for the
so
noodles.
You don't drink the broth that you
No.
put on the side?
No,
Oh God.
No,
That's
why
where it's a
would I?
problem. That's where the problem
you guys
occurs.
slurp it. That's what I tried to do today at the. I did it out of
like-
respect for the Vietnamese, right? Yeah, you're supposed to slurp. Oh, I hate that sound so much, bro. Even though I do the same thing. You know what I do? The only time I'll ever like slurp stuff like that is if I have like a nice chocolate milk and I'll get a spoon, just slurp it that way, bro. That's what I do. But like when it comes to broth and stuff, I don't play with that.
What else? What else?
What
What else?
when you were sick and you were eating chicken noodle soup, did you drink the broth?
Yeah, that's different when I'm sick. But like if I'm wanting just ramen,
Oh, okay. So it's only when you're dying.
when I'm
And
when I'm
you-
dying
You
out
need
of
to be
desperate
healed.
measures,
Yeah.
then I will have the broth. You know,
the broth.
the
you
broth.
know?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna do it if if I'm just eating ramen.
noodles.
Yeah, crazy.
Well-
But I did use chopsticks very well, right? You gotta admit,
Yeah.
dude.
For the first time ever using chopsticks, he did well.
Dog, I was nervous because the guy. So first I asked for we were sitting. I was like, hey, he needs a fork, just because I didn't want to be embarrassed.
Oh yeah.
So they brought over a fork just in case. But as he's over there holding it properly, and I'm like drumsticks, you know what I mean? And I finally figured it out a little bit, dude. I was cruising for a little bit. I picked up noodles very well, like soggy noodles with the chopsticks.
noodles.
Yeah, soggy, because they were in the broth, which is why broth sucks. Just saying. Just saying.
that makes
Enjoyed
you
it whenever we
noodles.
went, right, Brayden?
Huh?
You enjoyed it whenever we went.
It's good.
I
I
love pho.
rated it 7.
I love pho.
I rated it 7.
No.
More?
That's too
More.
low, man. I had
Did
it
you
at
get the
like a
same thing
9.
I got?
He had it at like an 8.
What-
Yeah, he got the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Really?
You got beef
Yeah.
and what else did you get? You got beef and something else, right? And like tendon or something like that. Someone got.
I can't
tendon,
remember. No, that
I know
wasn't
you got
me.
beef though. I know you. Did.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you had the same thing that we had.
It was like a 7. I liked it. But now he's gonna cook like the same thing, and I'm gonna compare it. And if it's 7's the bar. See where it goes.
Don't get your hopes up with Jamie over here.
Yeah. No, that's why I told him I'm scared. He's probably gonna poison me.
Yeah.
And I just got food poisoning the other day. Taco Bell.
Are you ready for round 2?
Bell to bell.
No.
Be the bell.
Dude, it was so I was telling him about it. It was Mexican pizza, and the oil was bad, so it tastes like cardboard. But I was so hungry, dude. I just gobbled it. Pause. And then I had like 2 burritos with it, dude. And I was sick for like 2 days. This was last week. I was like throwing up. It was bad. Right after I got done being sick.
That's disgusting.
With the flu. Yeah.
That's quite atrocious.
It was so bad, dude. Not good at all. So yeah, Taco Bell fell on. I don't know if I can eat Taco Bell again. Like that's genuinely how bad it was. So now it's like probably number 1. Chick-fil-A is probably number 1 for me. There's a Chick-fil-A right down the street from my office, dude, and I eat it way too much. It's not good. And then number 2 is probably Panda Express.
Yo,
Panda's fire, and there's a Panda you could see from that place, and I was like, that's real. That's
Panda's
real food, dude.
Good.
Yeah, love some Panda Express.
That's real food.
That's
right
real
there.
food. They don't make you. The egg rolls are fire, dude. From that place we went to. You get those egg rolls last time?
Dude, we did.
Oh, dude, the pork and you dip it in that sauce. Oh. So fire, dude! I gotta go to Vietnam, dude. Will you guys, any people that are from Vietnam watching this, I want to visit. Check it out. Beautiful, beautiful country.
Banish him.
Wow.
Banish him. From your
Wow,
homeland.
dude. Unreal. Dang, man. It'd be like that, bro. You're trying to explore. Vacation, dude.
He's
That's
like,
it.
in between filming, I'm trying to explore.
Yeah, speaking of filming, this is an actor's podcast, man. Out here getting us off track, Brayden.
No, oh yeah,
Golly,
that's me.
man.
It was
Unreal.
me. I'm sorry.
Unreal. No, but yeah, strike over.
Over.
Obviously, just
We've
really
been
happy.
doing
It's
well, clearly.
yeah. I'm ready to get back to work. Speaking of work, working on a movie. Tell everybody about what's going on with you, man.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You can't.
No, yeah, I can. No.
Oh, don't do that to me, dude. You
It's
scared
like, no,
me, dog.
yeah.
I was like editing.
Whoa.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
What you can't say.
No, yeah, what I can say.
So here's the whole plot. Yeah.
Here's
I don't even know the whole plot because you said you're gonna surprise me. I'm excited.
Yeah, so it's a film called The Executioner, and we got a lot of cool guest stars in this film. Like you have Sandy Johnson from Halloween, you have Mike Christopher from Dawn of the Dead, Jason Patrick from The Lost Boys, Shotzi Blackheart from WWE. But it's this film about Stephen Thompson, my character, which I think is so rad because I love Stephen Thompson, the UFC fighter, in real life. It's about Stephen's growth and coping with the loss of his father. Just kind of coming up and trying to find happiness and comfort in the situation that he's still in, where he's kind of not really made much progress in conquering what the said executioner is. But that's what this movie is kind of his journey, right where that picks up and where it kind of, he kind of comes face to face with the executioner and really faces that, that depression inside and stuff. So
yeah.
It's a thriller that's made into a horror, and that's what I think is so amazing writing wise, because you see this villain across from you, but it's not it's not what it's tamed up to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Respectful. Yeah.
So,
I like that a lot.
yeah.
Dude, the way you've been describing it, dude, to me, which you haven't said much more at all.
Yeah.
I'm very excited, dude. It seems like a very interesting film. The films they compared it to is very interesting, and I think it seems very A24.
It is.
And that's
it feels very
it's
A24.
very interesting. I'm excited to see kind of how it plays out, man. I love that thriller horror vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously very talented people involved. I'm excited, man.
Yeah.
Very, very excited
Evil
for
Bros production. Let's go,
you.
baby.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope.
Broncos
It's gonna be
country.
dope.
Let's
Hey,
ride.
Let's ride. And you've done a few little panels too, right?
Yeah, we did
How
a
was that?
panel at Spookala.
Yeah.
That was super cool. I've never done a panel, and
A little nervous.
yeah, I was definitely a little
Yeah.
nervous. And there was definitely more people than I thought.
Mhm.
It wasn't like
No, but
groundbreaking.
people will
crowd,
show
but
up.
People
Yeah.
showed up. You know what I mean? It was a good crowd. It's just good to be able to talk about the project and like really express the love and the gratitude you have for the people around you and stuff.
Gratitude.
So yeah, man, that's all I kept saying is I was super grateful. Like, you know what I mean? It's cool. It's a cool opportunity. and the people are super cool, and
Yeah.
I'm excited to make the film.
No, you've made so much progress, especially 2.5 years of acting.
2 years, man.
2 years, and I'm super proud. I mean, you've
I
like
appreciate
there's
it.
so many people in your position that it takes years for them to get to this point,
Mhm.
and that there shows your hard work, your dedication, which not a lot of people have. So great work there, man. I mean, I'm really happy for you. Excited to see it. You made like 3 movies this year. So it's
yeah, man. We did I Win. We did
one of my favorites are in there.
Yeah, we did Tribute. We already saw that. I Win premieres in April. The Executioner premieres in October, and then we have actually filming coming up for the Hellgate and Silo as well.
Okay.
So yeah, that's gonna be really
And
interesting.
then there's one more movie in there.
That's it for right now.
No, there's The Dark Room.
Oh yeah. Well, I
The
was
Dark
like, that's it for right now.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then
The
we
Dark
got The Main Man.
Oh yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir,
sir.
baby.
But no, yeah, you're killing it, man. So keep that up, brother.
Heck yeah.
Great work on your part. Like I said, just the way you've been describing this movie, I'm excited. So you said it's next October?
Next October, or
Okay.
yeah, the next October.
Was it gonna? Are they gonna try to get it on like a? Because I know Amazon Prime is someone who picks up a lot of these like indie type
I
things.
think
So what are they
that's-
going for?
That's
Like that?
kind of the idea, yeah.
Okay.
Someone like that.
Respect that.
HBO, something.
Yeah. HBO pick it up too.
Yeah.
That's
So
dope.
I was like, hey,
Yes, sir.
hopefully y'all can see it.
That'd be
'cause-
huge, dude.
Yeah, man.
Huge. Yeah.
You know, it's these guys have been working on it for 3 years too, so I'm
That's
very
insane.
I'm very
It's their
motivated
baby.
to make
Yeah.
it, as good as it can be.
Love that, man.
But it's like the Dark Room for us. It's being worked on.
Oh yeah, don't worry.
Don't worry.
It's gonna come out quicker. Well, that's the thing too. We don't know how we want to go about it because like we want to put it in festivals.
So we couldn't put it out yet.
Right. So, and by the way, there's a few new festivals someone sent me. I think we can submit to.
Yeah.
Like some like big horror ones. I think would be cool.
Yeah.
And they're accepting short films. So I'll talk to you after this. But yeah, no. So I think
Jamie, write that down.
Jamie, write it down. Thank you. So I don't know exactly when it's gonna come out. I don't know if we might wait a little bit. We'll see. But no, we really just wanted to make it the right way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Get it where it needed to be. Some stuff's happened here and there.
Yeah.
And it's been one crazy process. But the fact that
I'll say we had a lot of limitations.
a lot of limitations.
That's what when we first were talking about a script, we talked about writing it and shooting it for it should be shot as long as it needed to be for the story, not to fail this time frame that we're required for. So I think that changed things a little.
A couple
bit.
different versions and
Yeah.
a lot going on. And it's crazy. I think that it started just from a trip to John Wick 4. And we were
Just
like,
chatting in the car.
Yeah, we're like, dude, let's make something. You know, what's stopping us? Let's go in there. Let's create something. And Brayden threw out the idea, and I was like, yeah, let's do it.
And then freaking bro wrote it up.
Thanks to the video game. Oh yeah, yes sir.
Oh yeah.
Not
Yeah.
gonna say who though.
Yeah. We're
Yeah,
not-
no, because not trying to get sued.
no.
Yeah, we don't want that. Can't have that at all. No, but yeah, no, it's
Jamie,
awesome.
cut.
Yeah,
No.
cut it out. But no, I'm excited for it, man. I think it's gonna be great, and just add that to the great resume you're building up, good sir.
Heck
Love
yeah,
to
bro.
see that.
Heck yeah.
And all that to the side, the other movies that actually been coming out during the strike, we've had a lot that we
We've had a
haven't
lot.
really been able to talk about,
Yeah.
and because of course the union rules. You have
Union rules.
6 or 4, but sorry, Jesus, 5 movies. Third time's a charm. That we have to get to here. And by the way, dude, I'm so excited. Like I've been writing down all the movies that we've watched this year because we have the big ranking at the end of the year.
At
That's
the end of
coming
the
up,
year.
dude. I'm so hyped. Last week of December, we'll run through and we're gonna rank every single movie that we saw this year. I almost want to do one ranking. I don't know. I was want to maybe do one where like we include the movies that we actually like watched together, like that came out this year, but then also incorporate movies that I watched for the first time this year as well, if that makes sense. Like I know you
Okay.
just watched Midsommar, so maybe include
yeah,
that.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know, maybe not, but it's gonna be a lot of like. I wrote everything out, dude. I'm at like 60 movies.
The
So if
Harry
that's
Potters.
yeah,
and
so if that's
stuff like
1
you're
minute,
saying.
that's it. So if that's like 1 minute per movie, that's like an hour long. So we're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna do this exactly, but I think it'd be fun. It'd be pretty cool to kind of go through each one. So
Let's
yes,
do
sir.
it.
Yes, sir. It's gonna take a long time to rank. That's for sure. That's gonna suck, dude. Dude, it was hard even ranking the Harry Potter movies, bro. Imagine ranking 60 movies.
Oh God.
Dude, it's gonna be brutal.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So movie time. Let's talk about it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Movies.
Oh, yes.
Oh my god.
We're gonna start out with a movie that's gonna win probably every Oscar. I would say, at least nominated for every Oscar out there.
A good amount.
Oppenheimer. Right.
Oppenheimer.
We had Barbenheimer going on. Still haven't seen Barbie. I don't know if you have.
Still haven't seen Barbie.
Not really interested. It's just not my type of film.
Yeah. I mean, if it's on, it's on. I'll watch it.
I'll get to it eventually. You know.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer. I know we went and you saw it a few times in theaters. I only saw it once. 3 times.
3 Oppenheimers.
So you know the story a little bit more better than me too.
3 Oppenheimers, dude.
Oppenheimers, dude. There you go. What did you think about the movie overall? What was your expectation going? Let's say that. What's your expectation going in? It's Christopher Nolan. Love Christopher Nolan.
Oh yeah.
He's one of my favorite directors. Very underrated. What were your expectations going in, and where were you kind of at when watching this film?
I definitely walked in thinking that it was going to be one of the best movies I've ever seen. And I definitely walked out thinking it was one of the best movies I've ever seen. I mean, I say that a lot. I feel like I'm a very giving person when I rank movies because I like to see the artistic vision. I try to find ways where I can like see where they were coming from. And with the Oppenheimer, this isn't just it's a nonfiction story, you know what I mean? It really happened. These are all true events, and these are all being depicted, which is amazing. It's just I think the movie's amazing, truly. I think because you look at it and they have 3 different types of ways of looking through the eyes of Oppenheimer. You know what I mean? You have Oppenheimer when he's on trial.
Love that.
Yeah, you have the flashback scenes of Oppenheimer, and then you have like current day Oppenheimer. And I just think if you can pay attention and you can stick around for a nice, lengthy, talkative script, you know what I mean? Word-driven script. Yep. It's like everyone like shits on it for like, oh, I see like the Arkham Knight. Oh, Arkham Knight's better. I think the Arkham Knight maybe. Like I'm not gonna sit here and like battle that right now. You know what I mean? It's really hard. They're two
very different movies. Yeah, why would you compare those two?
That's what I say. It's kind of like you kind of almost
unless you're ranking Christopher Nolan movies.
Yeah, then
it's very weird to. It's a superhero movie in Oppenheimer.
Yeah, but for someone of my taste at least, there's something that like sitting there being able to like take it in. Mm-hmm. That's why I had to go 3 times. Like I watched it once and I was like, holy shit. I went back a second time and I was like, dude, and like, dude. Cillian Murphy's performance was like astounding.
Is it Cillian or? Oh, I say Cillian.
Is it Cillian?
Is it Cillian? Cillian? Okay, cool.
So I said it right the first time.
No, but I've heard people say like 7 different ways.
Thank you, Jamie.
Very interesting name. Thanks, Jamie. Appreciate it. Jamie, look it up. Pull it up. Thank you.
Pull it up, Jamie.
Pull it up, Jamie.
Jamie, faster. J-Mo.
Yes, sir. Yeah, no, dude. I thought he was incredible, and and this is like the first like movie that he like was like the main character like on this type of scale. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the fact that this was his first big leading role in a film on this scale, and that he carried it with I mean just such grace, right?
Shows a lot about him as an actor.
A lot about him as an actor, and people are starting to respect him now. He's being considered for the role of Doctor Doom.
I saw that.
Oh my god, dude!
That'd be
Bro, he's perfect.
Legendary.
He's perfect. Yeah. He's the role. And there's a couple other really good actors that are going for the role too, but he's phenomenal. I'm glad he's finally getting the recognition he deserved. I'm not gonna lie, I'm someone who I just knew him from Scarecrow, playing Scarecrow in the Batman trilogy, and I know he was in that one apocalyptic movie. What was it? Oh my god, you know what I'm talking about? That they're doing the sequel to. I remember I knew that movie as well.
Burning the Dolphin?
Hellgate, I think. Yeah, what was it? It was 20, I don't know. You guys know what I'm talking about. I watched a little bit of that movie when I was a younger.
30 Days Later or something like that?
Yeah, something like that, yes. And I remember my family would have it on in the background. I would watch a little bit of it, and I thought it was great. Still haven't seen the whole way through, but I was like, this guy can act. You know what I mean? Just from the bit that I saw like half the film. But the fact that he was able to step up in a role like this, this had some of the best promotion.
28 days later.
28 days later. Thank you. Some of the best promotion we've ever seen from a movie. Thanks, JMO. So the fact that he was able to carry that on his shoulders so well, and especially he was surrounded by such an incredible cast. Yeah, I know. Hey, listen, the flu screwed me up 2 weeks ago. It's not going away. But yeah, I mean, dude, this cast is unreal. And the fact that he was able to really carry himself, because when you have big co-stars like that, even if they don't have big roles, they can really take a lot of the, attention away from the main character. Mm-hmm. But Cillian held his own in this film, and he was incredible. And even though I think Robert Downey Jr. was phenomenal. I mean, unreal. Like, this put him back at the top of a lot of people's lists of best actors in our generation. And, and because he's just known as the superhero. Yeah. Right? But he has so many other great performances that he's done, and it's been overshadowed by, of course, Iron Man. Mm-hmm. So just seeing him in a very different role too. He hasn't really played a role like this. Mm-hmm. He usually plays just kind of like the cocky, and he kind of does have some aspects of that within his character. But it was the beginning. You would never it was someone right. And then I love it. Yeah, how his character unveils himself throughout. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just it's so well executed. The trial stuff, I'm with you, was some of my favorite. So after the bomb and everything's created, there's a whole nother plot after that. Yeah, and the way that they go about it, that's what kind of drew me back in it weirdly. Yeah. The big build up to the bomb I liked and whatever. I kind of started to drift away a little bit from the plot. When it got back to that trial stuff, I fell in love with it, man. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's something that
Rami
The Conjuring
Malek's
3
saving the day.
Love that stuff. Unreal. The whole thing was great. That's something that Conjuring 3 should have done, was focus more on the trial stuff, and they didn't do that. Oppenheimer didn't shy away from that. They weren't scared of possibly boring the younger audience. They did it for the story and executed it perfectly. And I think this shows that you can create those types of movies nowadays, these dialogue-driven movies that a lot of people are too scared to do. Exactly. Yeah, the Oppenheimers. And a lot of people feel like, oh, we just need explosions and Michael Bay stuff. You know what I mean? You don't really need that. You can do a dialogue-driven movie and make a crap ton of money in the box office. And I'm glad that a movie like this made that much money in the box office, because now these studios are going to take chances on films that are truly dialogue-driven, stuff like The Artifice Girl, right? That maybe these big productions wouldn't.
If you haven't watched it, go watch it.
Yeah, and these big productions or these big studios didn't pick it up.
Have you watched it, JMO?
So good. You might not like it. He wouldn't like it. Look at him.
JMO, get out.
Yeah, he's too tall.
No, I'm just JMO.
But yeah, no. So JMO's over there just living life, dude. But yeah, no. So I'm glad, because now studios are going to take chances on these types of films, not just superhero movies. Yeah. Right, which is great to see. And don't get me wrong, love superhero movies. They're dope. They're really dope. Yeah.
Kind of tanking recently.
Oh yeah, with Marvels and it's the lowest box office ever for an
They've
MCU
had to
movie.
Change all of the writers for the Kang Dynasty or the Secret Wars and stuff. You know what I mean?
Very interesting.
Things aren't looking. DC looks like they're on the come up.
Oh, dude, Superman Legacy and Batman Beyond, bro. Oh, dude.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? Oh, right
Take
here,
my
baby.
money.
Take it. No, I love James Gunn.
Take my money,
dude. James, if you need somebody.
James,
reach
I've
out.
been saying this right now. This is Robin. I can be.
What? Hold up.
Who can I be?
Who can you be, dude?
I'm
trying to think, dude.
I can be
DC hero.
Hold on. Okay, here. Hold up. Where? Did you?
You could be the Atom. You know who Atom is?
No.
He's like Ant-Man of DC.
Oh, I can be Baraka.
Baraka. What?
Bro,
am I tripping?
Yo, wrong crossover, brother.
Yeah, what's going on?
No,
it's a Mortal Kombat character.
I'm trying to think. We could do what is it? The Arkham Knight games. You know, I didn't with all the Batmans.
I only played the one with Joker.
Dude, you haven't played that new one? You know what I'm talking about? What is it called?
Pull it up, JMO. Pull it up.
Come on, JMO.
Pull it up, JMO.
Yeah, because it has Damian Wade. It has.
Oh yeah, okay. You play all the different Nightwing and all that. Yeah.
We got Nightwing, Robin here. I could be
that's clean.
Yeah,
the animation
Red
looked
Hood.
horrible
that's
though.
Who it'd be.
Red Hood.
Yeah.
You could be a good Red Hood.
Red Hood Robin.
You could be a great Red Hood, dude.
Come on, dude.
And what's great about Robin too is Robin's small. I'm
Sub-Zero.
small. I have the aesthetic build. Put me in there. I'll shoot up roids.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
Screw it.
Yeah.
I agree.
Unreal,
I agree.
You'd be a really good Red Hood, and you'd be a good Atom. Look him up.
Let's get him in there.
Yeah,
get us in there.
Adam's cool, dude. He's like a cooler version of Ant-Man. Like genuinely, he's actually really funny.
You hear that?
Yeah.
You hear that, everyone?
Pretty
watching?
cool. Yeah, because Adam came out first before Ant-Man.
That's Logan A certified.
Gotham Knights.
Gotham Knights. Thank you, JMO.
That came out?
Dude, it was so good.
Really? I didn't hear.
I
remember the build-up, but nobody really talked about it.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. A lot of people thought it was. I loved it.
Yeah, not a lot of people talked
I
about
thought it
it.
was really good. If you haven't played the game, if you disagree, I'm sorry. I loved it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna buy Modern Warfare 3.
Nope.
People, the ratings are so bad.
Yeah, I don't
Jamie,
want it.
they're so bad.
Jamie, why have you been?
I know you love it, but
I don't love it.
Jamie, how many
bro,
gigabytes is it?
I went to go. Yeah, you're good.
Jamie, how many gigabytes is it?
I got it. I think it's like 50, 60, something like that. It's not.
Really?
It's not
So-
atrocious.
The
I
thing,
thought it was like 100.
you don't have
Yeah.
to re-download the game. You just have to download the packs. The games you had Modern Warfare 2, right?
On my PlayStation,
So
I have a
it
PC
stays
now.
in the same app of Modern Warfare 2, at least on the Xbox it does, and you just download the content packs. So you're
Oh
not
my god, that's so
Oh.
stupid because
A
it's
whole new
literally
game.
it was literally supposed to be DLC for the game.
It was, yeah.
You know what's cool is the new one they're coming out with next year, the new Black Ops. They said it's a 4-year game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they've been working
that's
on it for
dude.
4
Thank
years.
God. I can't stand this like new game every year. Like
Yeah,
I'm
they
glad
probably
they're.
had to. They heard word of GTA 6 being $1 billion game, and
Yeah.
probably like,
We need to do something. Well, that and oh, dude, I'll spend $150 on GTA. I don't care. Like I'm so hyped for
Yeah.
that game. Oh, I'm so hyped for it, dude.
yeah, bro, you're not.
Yeah, you
I'm
wouldn't
hyped,
you
but
wouldn't
it's
spend
not
150
You wouldn't
for a
spend-
game that's gonna be
you're
out
not-
10 years.
Okay, here, no, hold
Like-
on, but you're not doing it.
I'm getting it, yeah.
Like
It'll be
agree, I
$100.
don't
It's
want
going to be
to,
$100.
but I'm definitely doing it.
$100 is fine, but once you hit the 100, like once you start breaking the hundreds, I think it has to be like.
It's gotta be,
It's gonna be the best
you gotta
game.
be start
It's gonna
throwing
use
some
AI,
shark card-
dude. Oh,
Some
dude.
shark card bread.
Yeah, I'm not gonna buy it. Yeah,
Come on,
I don't
J-Mo.
know if I buy the shark card stuff, but I was never a fan of that. It's
J-Mo,
insane. I like to work
I'm
for my
glad that
money.
you're here.
Dude, you're gonna be able to have real jobs in the game. It's gonna be awesome. I'm like a little cash
Isn't that
register.
awesome, though? You're just gonna
Yeah.
be playing Life
Dude,
Simulator.
it's gonna be
You're
dope.
already doing it.
Dude, I'm gonna be in the convenience store like as like a
He's
clerk.
gonna be- He's gonna be one of those checkout people.
Yeah.
At the register.
I mean, beep. Yeah,
Yeah.
beep. Yeah, it's gonna be so dope.
Logan Allen, the actor,
Oh, dude, it's gonna be so
at the
cool.
register.
The mods are gonna be so dope, and they're gonna be tornadoes and stuff. I'm so
Dude, you'll
hyped,
probably
bro.
freaking ban the second you even like do anything with a mod.
No, I mean like on single player.
Oh, on a single player.
On single player, baby.
Single player.
Yes, sir. I'm a single. Put your hands up.
What?
Love Beyonce. Hey, how you doing? All right, let's continue. So what did you rate Oppenheimer on a scale of 1 to 10? Or what would you think you would do it?
9.6.
Ooh, 9.6, man. I like that. That's a good ranking. I'll go a 9.2. I really enjoyed it. Had a really good time with it. I think it's a phenomenal film. I think my expectation was a little too high going into it, and I tried to suppress it, but you can't suppress a movie like that. Like
I
everybody's
know,
talking
right?
about it. It was
Yeah.
everywhere. I was
it
like,
was like the most hype movie in a
yeah,
while.
literally, it was that and Barbie, and I was just like, like I said, the marketing was insane.
Yeah,
I mean,
Barbenheimer.
dude, everybody was talking about it. It was unreal. They had the timer things on the billboards. It was pretty clean. So yeah, 9.2, 9.6. What do you guys think of the movie, baby? Drop your ranking below. Let us know.
Averages out to a 9.4.
Yes, sir. Oh, 9.4, baby.
Oh, you like that?
Um,
You like that?
I like. You like that? You like that? Do you like that? Dude, my favorite movie. One of my favorite movies this year. The Voyage of the Last Dementor. Or is it Dementor? Dementor?
Dementor, Demeanor.
Demeanor, whatever.
Something like that.
This movie got so much hate. Made $2 million in the box
I don't
office.
understand why.
We're probably not gonna get a sequel now. I'm so pissed because it was a perfect lead up to a sequel.
But what
I
if you're
love this movie.
perfect?
Huh?
What if you're perfect?
I mean, I don't think so. I think you're looking in a mirror.
Sometimes all I think about is you. No, but I agree, dude. Like, honestly, like, I was super hyped for Talk to Me. Like, super hyped.
Yeah.
Super hyped for
Yeah.
that movie. But this film,
Did we review Talk to Me?
was that the other one?
J-Mo, pull it up.
J-Mo, pull it up.
Look if we did Talk to Me. I think we did, but just look it up for us. So yeah. I know you. I think for both of us, this was a movie where just like it looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we didn't have no expectation.
Was this the J-Law weekend? Or that was the Boogeyman?
That was the Boogeyman. I don't think there was a rival movie with this one.
Yeah.
I think that's why we went and
Just
saw it.
kinda
There's
looked
nothing
cool.
going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we were seeing a movie every week.
And
which
we
we're gonna
it
get back
has
to.
the one movie with the one. It has the one guy that's in every freaking movie of 2020.
Dude, he killed it, bro. Hey, shout out to him.
Yeah,
Shout out to you, brother. He's a great actor, too.
If anyone's been keeping up with cinema this year, bro, you know who we're talking about. He was in The Boogeyman. He's in this movie. He's in every freaking movie.
He killed it every time.
Every time.
And he played different characters and was very versatile, dude.
Yeah,
very underrated.
versatile.
Because I remember, like, you would see him in movies growing up, like in the 2010s. But he was, like, here and there. He played small roles.
Yeah, no.
But he played a pretty big role, and he killed it.
Yeah.
I love this movie. I'm not a big Dracula guy. I've seen a lot of old, like, 50s Draculas.
I am Count Dracula.
It doesn't look like he did a review.
No, okay.
That was the other one.
So talk to me. Okay, we'll get to that one. I'll write it down. We'll get to it next after this one.
Sometimes all I think about is you.
There's a Dracula movie in the 90s with oh my god, what is his name?
With Keanu Reeves, the Bram Stoker one.
Yes. And then who's the other actor in it?
It's
he's such a good actor too, bro. He's incredible.
Look it up again.
Oh, sorry.
Look up the 1990 Bram Stoker's Dracula, mate.
Dude, he's such a good actor. Oh my god.
Looking for the one that had Keanu Reeves in it.
Yes.
There's Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman. Did he play Dracula? I think he did, right? Bro, I've heard that one's phenomenal. I haven't seen it though. I gotta watch it, but you saw it.
I've seen clips.
Okay, it looks great, right?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
But from what I've heard, people love it.
Really good.
Yeah. So that's the only Dracula movie I really haven't seen. I'm a big horror guy. I love classic horror, so I've seen all the films. Never was a big fan. I thought it was kind of overrated. And
Count Dracula.
And going into this movie, I expected kind of just like a really kind of just average Dracula movie. Dude, me and Brayden walked out going, wow.
Wow, yeah.
Like, truly really was amazing. Maybe it's our expectations. I don't really know. I think you had the same expectations as me.
I don't know. It was a good movie.
They took chances. They killed the kid.
Yeah,
he burns.
Bro, that was freaking nuts.
Unreal.
And that kid caught on fire.
Yeah, and I thought he was going to come back to life.
Yeah, no, we're sitting there and they're like, he's not going to.
No. Yeah, and he literally, unreal, dude. And that kid was like a cool kid, too. He's a cool character.
Yeah.
He was actually really fun to watch. He wasn't like an annoying kid like Dylan in New Nightmare. God, I hate that kid.
I don't know that kid,
yeah, it's fine.
I trust him.
Trust me, he's just annoying.
I trust that guy. Oh, couldn't be like J-Mo.
Not J-Mo level, but he's up there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
But yeah, drinking his Red Mountain Dew. Unreal.
That Code Red.
Yeah, Code Red, dude. But no, so he was actually a cool character, and because like that's my thing, and that's my biggest critique with like newer movies is a lot of new films are too scared to kill off characters and take risks, dude. They didn't care, and I think that's probably why the movie didn't do good. You know what I mean? 'Cause it's like, oh, you killed a kid, or oh, you took this risk, and all it's gonna do is just stop these studios from doing these things, and stop studios. Yeah, exactly.
J-Mo's going to take over.
100%.
That's what it's going to let.
It's crazy, man. And I just feel like that's not good for cinema at all.
It's not. No, I agree.
And that's what I'm really worried about. And we need more movies to take these risks. And a lot of these big movies, man, they don't do it. And people go and watch these films and support them, so they're going to continue on that route. We need to support these movies that aren't scared to take these risks. The Executioner, right? I'm sure that's a pretty messed up movie. You know what I mean? And these are the types of movies we need to support because they have the guts to do whatever, and they don't hold back. And we need to support these films because it's going to show studios that people want this. And I feel like people do want this stuff because we're tired of the same thing over and over. And we need to support these smaller films and support these films that are taking these risks, man. And I think it's on Amazon Video to rent right now. The Voyage of the Last Dementor. I'm not 100% sure, but look it up. It's on some streaming service. Watch it, support it. I actually want to see it again. Like I had such a fun time.
I will watch it again with my friends.
It's a little slow, I think, at times. There are, the kills are very spread out, but once it starts going, it starts going.
Yeah, man.
The ending is unreal.
No, yeah, I agree. I feel like it paces perfectly for the movie. Like, you know what I mean? For the concept and the idea they were going for, and just how it plots out, like how it kind of starts at the end of the movie at the beginning, and then you end up at the beginning of the movie at the end. You know what I mean? Type thing.
Let's talk about the ending.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. So,
but yeah,
the ending was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Because like you said, it starts out when you see the wrecked ship and stuff, and
you kind of have the idea, like maybe. Well, I mean, you're kind of sitting there the entire time, like they're all dead. Like, you know what I mean? We all kind of have the preemptive idea that as the boat's pulling up, like we keep losing people by people by people, and we're like, I don't know about you, at least me, I was sitting there, I was like, I don't know how anyone's going to survive this. Like, they're all dead. Like, I know they're about to all die.
100%. And what I love about it is it's a lot like, it's not to the Jaws extent, but like they slowly reveal more about this creature. They don't just show him right away. You know what I mean? You don't know what he looks like really until the end. You don't get a clear-cut view of this creature until the third act, which I love, dude.
My favorite scene was that one where he's like under the stairs and you see
Dude.
like he thinks he's a normal person at first.
Bro, so good.
So good.
Like you said, it was a lot like Slender Man, you know what I mean? And some of these shots. And like he was always in the dark like Michael Myers, which I loved. And it was so suspenseful. This is what I'm talking about. Like
he was like J-Mo. J-Mo
like
out.
J-Mo, very suspenseful.
Go out.
Yeah,
hiding in the
100%. Yeah,
dark
he
and
loves to
stuff.
stay inside. It's unreal. Been trying to hang out with this guy for weeks, and he just kept canceling on me.
I know, right?
So it's just, but seriously though, this is what horror needs to get back to. Is this suspenseful stuff? This is why I love classic horror so much, because it's suspenseful. It's not jump scare, typical, horror tropes. It was a lot like Jaws, a lot like Halloween. Right.
Yeah.
Like you said, it mixed it very well. And it's just like, why don't people go see this movie? When we saw it, and we went to a pretty big theater. We went to City Walk.
Yeah, there was
like four other people.
Yeah.
But everybody enjoyed it. Nobody walked out. Everybody truly enjoyed it. And everybody walked out with a smile on their face after seeing a bunch of people get murdered. It was great. You know what I mean?
Fantastic.
And the soundtrack, dude. Remember the soundtrack?
The soundtrack was
so
super
dope.
Cool, dude.
So dope, man.
Feeling being in Halloween Horror Nights, that
Yes.
one like Sea Voyage place
Yeah,
again, all over again.
yeah. Dude, it was executed so well, like truly great filmmaking, and it sucks that it's probably not going to get a sequel.
Yeah.
And speaking about the ending too, man. You talk about the ending with the whole bar thing. I mean, that whole thing was awesome. Do you remember that? No? All right, I'll talk about it. So
I remember basically the reveal that he was still alive
in Dracula form.
Yeah, no, in Dracula form.
Yeah.
Well, I
Or
gotta
human
point
form.
out. I gotta point out the one like right before that, like where they're on like the water together, and I think it's the girl starts burning,
Yes.
and it's like, oh, dude,
Yeah.
and it's like, damn. But then I like how he basically is kind of like that's the terrible thing. They set up for a sequel. Like, you know what I mean?
Perfectly.
They have him in the bar sitting there, and then he turns around, sees Dracula, and then it's like, dun dun dun, and Dracula, like you said, was in Dracula form, which I think was the coolest thing.
You saw the
because-
cane?
Yes, they has the cane, the
dude,
top hat,
yeah.
the coat. That's like even the pointy ears. Like that is like classic Dracula. Esque costume. That is like the 1900s. Like
Perfect.
Perfect. Yeah.
Everything down to the minute details.
Yeah, the minute details. Yes,
It's great, dude. No, it was perfect, man. And you see, and then the character that survives, the main guy, he sees him and he's like, he tries to follow him out, and then Dracula's gone, and it's like he's still out there. So what I was hoping was it was gonna be like a detective, because he had the top hat and stuff on, a detective type sequel where he's like trying to search for this Dracula guy, finding different
Van Helsing
clues
or something.
Dude, so like a Sherlock Holmes type. That'd be so clean, bro. Especially with that like old aesthetic, because they're in like what's the time frame? Like the 40s or whatever, or maybe the 1800s. I don't know what the time frame was, but it was way back in the day. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They had ships and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like a pirate type feel. And dude, just like that whole vibe. Imagine like a detective movie in that type of atmosphere, with like no big contrast colors. Like it's like almost like a black and white, like a noir type thing. Dude, I would eat that up, dude. You know what I mean? Like genuinely, bro.
Take my money.
Take my money, baby.
Take my money.
No, I would genuinely go and watch that. Dude.
I think they're coming out with a Nosferatu movie.
They're what?
They're coming out with a Nosferatu movie.
A what?
Nosferatu?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's doing it?
I can't remember, but there's actually some Jamie? Nosferatu movie. Pull it up.
Okay, I just want to let you guys know the time frame was 1897.
1897.
So 1800s. So that's what I'm talking about. Crazy.
1800s.
And
Yeah.
Such a-
what did you say?
Nosferatu
Thank you, Jamie. You're doing a great job.
film. Thank you, Jamie.
How do you spell that?
I don't know.
Nosfertu.
F-E-R.
Wait. Rauatu.
There you go.
Sorry.
And what are we looking for?
Who's
The new
cast?
movie?
Max Schreck, Gustav von. A bunch of people I don't know. Any big names we're looking for?
No, just we were wondering.
Yeah.
Oh, can you tell what studio's behind it? It's like
Yeah, the production company is Prana Film.
Prana Film.
Says it's German.
I thought it was more mainstream.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's so cool.
Cool. Yeah.
Very cool stuff. We'll see what they do with it.
Yeah.
So there's some production behind it. There's gonna be a big studio that's funding it for sure. That's a pretty big project, you would think. So.
What's
up,
up,
Jamie?
Jamie?
One already before. That looks like there's like an old one. So
No. Screw that old one.
No, yeah, they're doing it.
2020.
Jesus.
Okay, yeah, we're looking at a bunch of people.
Twisting knobs, baby.
William Dafoe.
Hey, that's who it was. William Dafoe.
Oh,
Big name.
Lily Rose Depp.
that's Johnny
Hated
Depp's
that
daughter.
TV show, but respect. Remember we watched it? Darkroom?
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't the big. Listen, it's definitely just the acting was good. Bless you. It's just not my
Yeah.
type of like what I'm into, like that Euphoria type feel. I'm just not into that type
it's
of.
not a
I mean, you
good
can
film.
cast me in it. I'm just not. It's not my type of cup of tea.
Yeah.
The
no.
director is Robert Eggers. I guess. He also
Ooh, okay. He's great.
directed,
He's a great director, great writer too. Robert Eggers, dude. He's great. Love that. All right, thanks, JMO. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about Talk to Me, man. Brayden's most anticipated movie of 2023 for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and give everybody what got you into that, people, all that
Yeah.
fun stuff.
So, Talk to Me
Oh my God.
was directed by, well, I guess really directed and written by two YouTubers called BACKKKK, Danny and Michael Filippo. I don't know. I want to say their name wrong. But I had been watching them on YouTube for years. They were the only YouTuber I ever really, them and Nelk are the only two YouTubers I ever bought merch from. But I just love these guys. These guys were freaking dope. I just like the idea that they can make, I wanted to always do YouTube as a kid. I wanted to make films when I was younger. Like I liked that idea of making videos that were just so unbelievable. Like I didn't understand how they had lightsabers, you know what I mean, and how they could like blow each other up or like stab each other and like rip each other's faces off, and like the next video they're fine, and they're like Halo versus Call of Duty or Superman versus Spider-Man. It was like just so crazy.
Cool
it was
ideas.
Like, it's like how did they? But the effects is really what stood out to me. I was always like, how did they do it? You know what I mean? But they were just good at editing, and they were good. They were just good video makers, filmmakers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then come along to, I think it was 2020, 2021. They started going in development, or 2022, and they made the film Talk to Me. And I'd been keeping up with it because I follow both their Instagrams, I follow the YouTube. And yeah, bro. So, the day finally came and we saw the movie, and it lived up.
You
to
were
the-
so hyped.
I was so
Dude,
hyped.
This dude skipped into the theater, dude. He was ready to
I
watch
was,
this
like,
movie.
running. I was like, it
Which
was
is
probably
awesome.
more anticipated than like Oppenheimer, honestly.
And the fact that it lived up to your expectations is incredible.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
'Cause usually when you're that hyped for a movie, you're in for disappointment.
And I'm not saying, you know what I mean? In my most general, honest view, I think it could land on my top 10, 15 of all time. But I don't think, I'm not going out of the gates. I'm like, this is the best movie I've ever seen. You know what I mean? I'm like, but for what they did, like this being their first film, like on the main stage, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just so impressed. And I thought it was freaking
Dude, for their first
amazing.
movie is insane.
Insane.
It was so successful. Made a crap ton
Yeah.
in the box office. They're
getting
making a second
sequel.
one.
They're
sequel.
now going to be. They're directing the Jump Street, or not the Jump Street. the
Street Fighter.
Yeah,
So, which they made a skit about
yeah,
back in the day. A whole
Yeah.
like little like series kind of. Right?
yeah. It was kind of. It's like the same thing that I was talking about, like the Halo and Call of Duty, like the crazy videos like that, where
That's
they
cool,
had the
man.
effects where they would like, Hadouken, and like
Yeah.
they did all that. It's like
Yeah.
it was crazy. But
No, it was great. It was a really solid. It was a very different horror movie, and I
It was.
appreciate it for being unique
unique
and not copying
and not like
the
weirdly
stereotypical-
unique. You know what I mean?
No, it wasn't like Ari Aster stuff where
Yeah,
like it's
I
not
was
going to work
like,
for
we were
some
just
people and
talking
work for
about
others. You know what I mean? Ari Aster, like I said, I'm not saying his movies are bad by any means, but they're to a
works.
specific audience.
Yeah, for certain.
And
yeah.
you're either going to love his movies or hate him. There's no in between.
Yep.
You're either going to love him or hate him. And I feel like with Talk to Me, it wasn't in that sense. It was very, you can just be okay with the film, if that makes sense. You're not
Yeah.
gonna really make anybody angry or hate. They actually, what I liked about their film, I think is the best way to put it, is they took a bunch of different styles and put it into one. There was a little bit of suspense, a little bit of jump scare, a little bit of modern, a little bit of classic.
Yeah.
And it created a solid horror movie. I think.
And they took chances.
And they took chances with some really weird stuff at the end.
Yeah.
That with the whole the girl.
That was like the foot thing.
Yeah.
But then like the little kid thing was super cool.
Very, very cool. I wish they would have dove a little bit deeper
on that.
into that. I think that was something we talked about. So there's some stuff I think they could have done a lot better. I feel like the pacing was very weird. There was a point where they focused on the mom storyline with the girl that I thought was a little bit too focused on. I feel like they could have gone a different route with it.
And there was no like resolution.
No resolution.
Which is what about with the dad? Is that the same? Are we talking the girl with the? Yeah, I get what you're saying with the mom.
With the mom, yeah.
It was like the fact
the dad was involved.
The dad was involved. Like
it wasn't fleshed out very well.
Yeah, no.
It's like they needed another 30 minutes. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe the studios made them cut down on a lot, and no telling what they filmed. They could have filmed the whole resolution, but studios, you never know, dude. A studio can be so involved with the film that it can ruin it.
Yeah.
Studios do that all the time. They give them a time frame they have to cut to. And it's the first movie, so they probably didn't have a lot to say with A24.
Yeah.
Especially since A24 came in so late. They're like, okay, this is what we want. This is how you need to do it, right? So that can't happen. But people like Christopher Nolan, obviously, that have a lot of stuff behind them, they can pretty much do whatever they want, right?
Yeah.
They have a lot more say over it. These guys
give
necessarily
these guys like 2 more years, and they'll have that.
They'll have that
already.
For
seeing
sure.
like what they're getting like signed up for. I
Even with the
don't know
sequel.
if you knew they were supposed to direct like the Fantastic Four or something, like the new one.
That's insane.
They were supposed to, or
who's
that, or
doing
like it was supposed to be a new like superhero movie.
Yeah.
Like on that scale.
I think we might have talked about this.
Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah, that's clean.
Crazy, right?
That's clean, man. No, these guys are on the come up. I thought the directing itself was very well done. The acting was great.
Yes.
The decision making was good. I just feel like the story, maybe the writing is the problem. The story itself can be fleshed out a little bit more.
I agree.
Another 30 minutes, this movie might have been a lot better for me.
I'm like, maybe they had intentions of the sequel. Like maybe that's the whole thing. We're gonna see it more in that.
For sure, and they're gonna have more freedom, and they're gonna be able to do more stuff with it because they made a crap ton of profit with PG.
Oh fuck
yeah! No, they made a crap ton of profit with this movie, so they're gonna have a lot more freedom to do whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what they do with the sequel, and I'm going to watch it.
I'm so excited to watch it.
Oh, a prequel.
Oh yeah, because they're trying to find.
Hollywood Reporter says they're
No,
doing
because it's supposed to see where the other hand is, where it came from.
Because they talked about that a little bit. I like that. So they might add a little bit.
They still need a sequel, though.
They do need a sequel. I feel like that sequel is going to flesh out a lot more the daughter, mother, whatever that is. Yeah, it's a good little soundtrack.
Yeah, I like
that. Felt good. It fit very well.
Yeah.
Very rockin'. Yeah, I was waiting for Ronald McDonald to show up though, dude.
Yeah,
did they have any Easter eggs about
that?
They
McDonald's in there.
They should have had like one Easter egg we missed.
What the fuck was McDonald's?
A little chainsaw or something.
Yeah, right.
That skit traumatized me as a kid, dude.
Bro, I love their videos.
Unreal. But yeah, no, give me a lot of nightmares for sure. But yeah, I think this movie overall, of course, Brayden's probably most anticipated movie. For me, it was, I knew who these guys was and I enjoyed their stuff, and I did see a lot of their Street Fighter videos and stuff growing up all the time, just going through my recommended on YouTube. I think I rated this movie like a 7.9. I appreciated the risks it took. It just wasn't my type of horror movie.
Yeah.
My expectations were kind of in the middle. I thought it was a good movie. That's still like a B. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm gonna give it a 7.9. If I watch it again, it might go into the 8s. It's just that storyline with the mom was very weird to me, and they spent so much time on it with no resolution. It just felt like I wasted 30 minutes of the movie.
No, for sure. I can't remember. I either did like the high 8s or the low 9s. I can't remember.
Just looking back, what do you think would be like a good rating?
Probably right now, like a good rating is probably like an 8.8, 8.9. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was my, like you said, most anticipated film of the year. It's still top 5 for sure. Yeah. You know what I mean? Of this year. Yeah, I thought it was fantastic. I'm excited to see more from BACKKKK.
Yes, sir. Prequel. It's gonna be dope.
Prequel, baby.
Wait, baby. Ninja Turtles, dude.
Bro.
Yo.
Can I say this? Okay, I have a ranking for everything. So you have most anticipated movie. This was the most unexpected. Like, see how I just sat up?
Yeah.
Most unexpectedly good movie that I've seen.
Yeah. No, dude, it was
That movie took me by surprise.
I'm just gonna say this right now, and I think Brayden agrees. Way better than Across the Spider-Verse, in my opinion.
I think in overall, because I saw it a second time, and I definitely think this, like, the people that we were with, like, played a part in it. Like, just like the theater. I remember I was telling you, like, the theater that we went to was like everyone in the theater was laughing.
It was a great experience.
Did we go the second? Did we go? No, it wasn't you, me. I went with some. I thought it was JMO. I went with some other people, and yeah, I don't know, just people in, like, the theater weren't as lively. And this is what I say, like, maybe if you want to go on, like, a Oscar grading scale, do I think it is better than Spider-Verse? I don't know, maybe not. But in terms of, like,
Speaking to the mic a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
You're good, you're fine.
But the idea is that
Move it back and stuff too.
yeah, the idea is I definitely would say it's kind of like your grown-ups thing. Like, on pure enjoyability, like, when I walked into the theater, the vibe of it, the animation, the characters, the music, like, it is probably a little bit more enjoyable for me. I just thought it was funnier. I thought it was, like, more modern. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I see, like, the you know, there's a slow build in Spider-Verse. There's, like, you know, the nice creative arc. There's the
It's a
cool
part
animation. Like, even the soundtrack. Like, there's just something special about Ninja Turtles. You know what I mean? That's what I'll say.
Yeah.
That I feel like, you know, Spider-Verse was going to have something special about it. Like, it's a great film. It has a lot of goodness behind it. Whereas Ninja Turtles, like, I kind of walked in and I was like, Ninja Turtles, cool. I love the Ninja Turtles. It's cool.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
And then I was like, oh my God, like, you could put this up for best animated movie of the year type thing. You know what I mean?
Right. So I see what you're saying. You go to Across the Spider-Verse for more of a serious plot a little bit, while
Yes.
Ninja Turtles is more just fun and enjoyable.
Yeah.
And I totally agree with that statement for sure. I had such a fun time with this movie.
So
like,
good.
wait, like I just feel like Across the Spider-Verse was just trying to take itself a little bit too seriously at times. I feel like with this movie, they knew what it was. It just had fun with it. Dude, Ice Cube played a fly. You know what I mean? A giant mutant fly, dude.
A super fly.
Dude, it was great. The soundtrack,
One of my favorite parts.
yeah,
I was like, yeah,
so good. I thought the turtles were great, played by real kids. You know what I mean? The vibe was great. The animation was something I was a little worried about. We talked about that. It's not our favorite animation style, but it fit perfectly.
It worked.
Dude.
You know what I mean?
And that Brooklyn,
seeing how the movie went, I
Yes.
was like, I
Yeah.
wouldn't have wanted it any other way. You know, so
it was just more enjoyable for me. I had such a good time
Yeah.
with it, man. This is one of my favorite animated movies. It's
Ever.
probably top 10 for me, for
Yeah.
sure. Moana still won. Love Moana, dude.
Moana.
I love Moana, bro. Isn't that crazy, J-Mo? Moana's number one for me.
Jim-
And then Princess and the Frog is number 2.
J-Mo, just shush,
Yeah.
man.
No Incredibles, man.
Incredibles is the most overrated
Which one's your
animated
number one?
movie of all time.
Animated movie of all time? Incredibles. The very first Incredibles.
So overrated in my opinion. I'm sorry, dude.
Dude, I love Incredibles.
Open Season's up there for me.
Thank you.
J-Mo, that's a good shot. I'll give
You
it
guys
to
are
you. But Open
crazy, dude.
Season's great too.
Open Season's funny. I love Open
Over
Season.
the Edge is also pretty good.
Oh, he loves over. No, that's like his favorite.
Yeah, Over the
He
Edge.
loves Over the Hedge.
Over the Hedge and
Great
Flushed
cast.
Away.
Yeah.
Flush Away.
Surf's up there for me.
Dude,
Oh
Surf's
my
Up.
God.
Bro, though.
Yo, it took me forever to realize that was Shia LaBeouf that plays the Penguin.
Crazy.
Took me forever.
Dude, Shia LaBeouf was in everything in that time period, man.
Yeah, bro, right?
Transformers, Megan
Underrated.
Fox, man.
But
Sorry.
yeah, no, but this movie, it was so good that I went again to watch it a second time. I hyped it up to my friends. And I told them it was all that. And yeah, man, I think it's one of those movies, if you didn't see it this year, you missed out. And I know there wasn't a lot of hype around it for myself, at least.
We got free posters.
Free posters, yeah. And I know, like, that's what I was saying. Like, I know there wasn't a lot of hype around it, like, not in a bad way, because I love Ninja Turtles, but, like, I don't feel like, even like the Michael Bay movies, I feel like they had a bigger scale. The only thing that was riding behind this is that this was Seth Rogen's kind of creation. Like, he's the one that kind of promoted it. You know what I mean? And so you go in there, they have these cool posters, then you get into the movie, and, like, off the first minute, you can just tell what kind of movie it's going to be, and it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure to watch.
It was great. Love the backstory. It was unique. It didn't try to copy what other Ninja Turtle movies did. It didn't try to one up it.
Yeah, it
And
was
I
his
love
own
that.
story.
Yes, yeah. And maybe it was too kiddish at times,
Yeah.
which I feel like is probably like the only, but I feel like this is when I go on and click on Moana, I don't expect,
The Rock's
Oppenheimer.
not. Yeah,
you know?
The Rock's not with Tech 9.
Right.
He's no normal Dwayne Johnson.
What can I
himself.
say? Yeah, it's a great film though. Anyway, I just wanted to bring it up. But yeah, no, like I don't go to this movie for something more than just a good time. That's what it kind of delivers on.
Yeah.
And the characters were awesome, dude. Ralph, I thought was hilarious. You absolute unit in this movie.
Ralph.
Is it Raphael?
Ralph.
Oh, is it Ralph?
Ralph. Yeah, Raph was one
Not
of the
Ralph.
better. Yeah,
Raph. My bad. My bad, man. I was off a little bit. One word. One letter. One letter, man. Oh, dude. You're good.
So, Raph, like you said, I agree. I think the characters were fantastic.
They were actually cool. Splinter. Jackie Chan, dude.
Oh, that was one of the best parts.
Great casting.
Jackie Chan as Splinter was great. I felt like because he was serious enough, but they obviously knew how to tone it down.
And his one-liners, yeah.
Yeah,
great.
you know what I mean. Raphael, as we were talking about.
Go back there. He's dying.
Raphael is freaking dope.
But you told me though, Ralph was like, so Ralph was like the character you liked in like the other movies, and you said
he's my favorite character. Always.
But you didn't like him the most in this one. It was opposite for me.
Funny enough.
Yeah.
You like who was I saying?
The main guy, Donatello. You liked.
What?
I thought Michael was the main guy.
What? It's fucking Leonardo.
Which one's Michelangelo?
The orange one. That's the stupid fuck.
I knew Donatello was the blue one.
Donatello's purple.
Oh.
Leonardo. I'm done. I can't. The one I usually like the least is actually Michelangelo, funny enough. Him and Donatello. What? Yeah.
He's the funniest one.
I know. I
but
don't
he came
know.
Off annoying?
For me in the past, yeah. Because I liked how
Mikey.
serious everyone else was. You know what I mean? And,
okay.
And he was always funny.
Yeah.
But in this film, I feel like they did it in a way where he was like perfectly funny but serious at the same time.
Okay, I respect that.
And also, how we were talking about, I think they set up for the
Michelangelo thing.
The Michelangelo thing.
Where he goes off, dude. Oh, like a Ronin
The
type
Ronin,
thing?
yeah, the last Ronin.
Oh, my God, dude.
Yeah, so I think
But make it rated R.
That's the thing. They set up his character,
Anime.
I feel like, more of like the Ronin Michelangelo in this series than like a normal Michelangelo, and that's why I can get behind it. Because he's still funny, but like there's a seriousness behind.
When
they
he's
did
fighting,
his seriousness right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is going to be a trilogy, right?
From what I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they're going to make one more, and then, dude, if they
it's
go...
that or like a TV show and then a movie
my
or something
God,
like
if they
that.
go Ronin route, dude...
Yeah.
You better not make it PG. You have to make it rated R. Don't go PG-13. Make it. Don't do what Five Nights at Freddy's did. Make this rated R, dude.
Yeah.
And give it the most potential possible. Get some crazy anime guys behind it.
Yeah.
And make it dope. And I will, dude. It would be one of my favorite animated movies of all time. I don't care about the story. Just make it insane.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, dude.
No, but
It's looking like there's gonna be a Paramount Plus series in the works.
Oh, that's
So
what it was.
series, yeah.
So stupid, dude.
Yeah, I don't.
Make a movie franchise.
They're just trying to extend it.
Yeah. I don't like that, man.
But yeah, and then you have April. April is a very interesting character in this movie.
She wasn't like that. She was a very different April.
Different
And
April.
she wasn't a bad character. When I think of April, I think of
April O'Neil, like different.
the one
kind of
from
like
the
a
live action.
more of a tech nerd
person.
than kind of like. And I don't mean it like not in a bad way. Again, like a geek. She was more of like geeky in this film.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She like didn't have a lot of friends. She was the one that kind of got picked on a lot.
Yeah.
Whereas like before, I didn't really feel that way. I kind of felt like she was just like a cute nerd. You know what I mean? Yeah, a hot nerd. But I do like her overall character. You know what I mean? She has that. You know,
she was great.
That power. You know what I mean?
She didn't bring the movie down in any way.
No.
You know, but all I cared about was the turtles.
No, just
That's
that. Just what we were talking about earlier. She has a relationship with the turtle.
With the turtle. What is that
With
about?
the turtle.
Unreal.
Unreal.
That's a crime.
It's a crime.
It's a crime. You can't do that. Like, oh, dude.
But yeah, it's no. All jokes aside, though, I love her relationship between
Yeah, man. Unreal.
her and Leo in this film.
Yeah, that was really well done. I
Yeah.
will say that. It's very a weird concept.
You
know,
turtle and people.
Turtle and that not like how. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because I feel like they always had it more of like he crushed on her, but she never like
Yeah,
gave
but
it in.
right. It was never anything back. In this movie, she was down bad. Like she was ready. And that's what was kind of weird. So yeah, hey, good for them, man. Have some turtle humans, whatever you want to do. But
J-Mo, look up if that's the thing yet.
look up turtle humans.
Look up Truman's.
Truman Show, great movie.
I need to see it.
You haven't seen it? Jim
That
Carrey.
is a great movie.
One of Jim
I know,
Carrey's
you
best
stand
performances.
by that movie.
In Eternal Sunshine of Happiness is his best performance, but
Movie, in my opinion.
yeah,
That's true.
Internal.
Number 2.
Okay. And what's number 1?
My number 1
Dumb and Dumber?
is
Dumb and Dumber.
No,
The
it's
Grinch.
gonna upset you. It's
Yeah.
Ace Ventura.
I love Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura's my number 1.
Is it which one? The rhino one?
No,
The first one's the dolphins one?
the second one's a dolphin.
You like the one who climbs out of the rhino?
Yeah.
Yeah, the safari one.
Yeah,
Guano. Yeah, it's a great movie.
Yeah, great
Yeah,
movie.
love that one. That's my favorite.
And it does seem like they will
That's
have
your
a
favorite.
turtle human baby in the next series. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
Thank you, J-Mo.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it,
A
man.
Truman in the
Thank
next series. Interesting facts here. Reported on
Very
Actors
interesting.
POV.
Yeah, you first heard it here on Actors POV.
Yep.
Thank you, JMO.
Thank
Doing
you.
great today, man. We gotta bring you in every time we do one of these.
J-Mo, you're fired.
Like genuine. Wow.
He was trying to give me an
Wow.
extended contract, and you were trying to fire me.
Unreal.
I understand.
Yeah. It's like the Bucks right now, dude. We're trying
It's
to keep
okay,
Mike
J-Mo.
Evans. People trying to get rid of him. Wiley, if you're watching this, I'm gonna beat you in fantasy. By the way, dude. I'm on a roll right now. Just saying.
coming for you.
Dude. I've got like 3 wins in a row. Jordan Love is going off.
Gotta be proud, baby.
Yeah, insane. Anyway, Ninja Turtles. What do you rate it? Or no, you go first now. Yeah.
I would do.
I'm gonna rate it pretty high, to be honest.
I'm gonna do 9.0.
That's good. That's good. To be honest, for like, if we're rating this out of like an animated movie, off of like enjoyment, dude, I'm probably gonna go like a 9.3.
Yeah.
Probably 9.3. I really enjoyed this film. I thought it was great in every aspect. I love it. I gotta watch
It's
it
so
again.
good. I want to watch it.
Don't get me wrong. It's not an animated movie that I'm gonna go back and just put on.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, I will put on a bunch of Disney animated movies over that, right? More nostalgic stuff, I guess. I guess when I watch animated stuff, it's more for nostalgia.
It's like if I'm on as weird as it sounds, if I'm like a car ride or a plane ride, like that's
Yeah,
probably one of the first
yeah.
movies I'm gonna want to put on.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, oh damn, I want to watch that.
Yeah,
Or,
100%.
like on my day off,
Right.
like you know what I mean.
Right.
I'm like, do I have anything to do?
Understandable.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Great. Yeah. I get it. I'd probably watch the live action over it. Just because it's live action. I
Really?
like live action stuff, yeah.
I don't think I've seen it.
You haven't seen the live action ones?
The Michael Bay one, no.
Pretty good. MC Mikey.
J-Mo, you're good, man.
Yeah, all right, cool. Excuse me. So 9.0 and 9.3.
Yep.
Exorcist.
Exorcist.
One of my favorite soundtracks of all time. Great house, by the way, at Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah, it was probably the best.
It was kind of empty. A
It
lot
was
of
that
times, which
one
was
or
weird.
the? I like the Yeti one a lot.
Yeti
I
one was my
love the
favorite.
Yeti
Yeah.
one,
I did that one probably 10 times.
Me too.
And it
So
got,
good.
there's been a couple times where it got me pretty good. But I love the vibe of it.
Every time. At the end, every time I got you.
That's not true. I'm a man. Nothing scares me. But yeah, no, Exorcist. Loved it, man.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
People hate on this movie so bad, and I guess I understand it to an extent. But there was gonna be a trilogy that they just got rid of because this movie got so much hate.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I think David Gordon Green got, or at least David Gordon
He
Green got
got
fired
axed
off
from
of
it,
it. Yeah, and same thing with Danny McBride. You know, they did the Halloween trilogy, and I loved Halloween 2018. I loved Halloween Kills, but Halloween Ends, as you know, I was not the biggest fan of. But that's because they made two the first movie, Halloween 2018, was very well done, and then he kind of went off and did his own thing with the other two movies,
Yeah.
and it worked with one, didn't work with the other. I feel like that's what he was going to do here, and I thought The Exorcist, this one, it was very stereotypical. That's the problem. It fell into a lot of the horror movie tropes,
I think
and that's my problem with it.
I think it's the same thing I said to you. It relied too much. I feel like it didn't rely too much on the original movie, but I feel like they almost tried to play too much homage to the original. You know what I mean? And try to like replicate it, but try and make it a better version of the original. You know what I mean?
I understand that. Yeah. There was definitely times where it relied, right? Did you watch this movie too? You didn't watch it? I thought you did. No? You did. You did watch Pope's Exorcist.
What are we talking about right now?
So we're talking about the regular Exorcist, but I'm talking about like we also I'm just writing this one down to talk about next because I think we watched it. Anyway, we'll talk about this one now. Yes, I think they definitely relied on a lot of callbacks and a lot of fan service in this movie. That's kind of what they did with Halloween 2018, but I think it worked better in Halloween 2018. But I think it also worked in this movie a little bit for me. That wasn't really necessarily my problem. I think a lot of it has to do with just not being original. In the sense of falling, not falling into the tropes of the old movie, but falling into just typical horror movie tropes. It's very predictable. I knew what was going to happen. The third act wasn't long enough. You know what I mean? Like, that third act happened so quick.
I think that's the main negative from the whole film is, like, the third act, in my opinion.
Yeah, man.
Because I think the setup of the film was great. I think what we were being fed was great. All the scenes were awesome.
The acting was incredible.
Awesome.
The acting is the best part of this movie. Big shout out to Lydia. You're awesome. Friend of mine killed it in this movie. She was like the best part.
Yeah, for real, actually.
But both of the girls that were in it,
the two girls were
incredible.
Lydia and the other girl were
yeah.
amazing.
And then Leslie Odom Jr. I believe was the dad of Lydia in this movie. He was great. The main dad, he killed it, dude. Great acting. Played that grieving father really well. It was great.
No, because I agree. All of it's positives. I don't know why negative came to my head because it's all great. I think because I'm just trying to think of the things that I didn't like because I liked everything else. I remember we agreed, and it's not really a big thing. The fact that there were so many people in the room with the two girls kind of made you feel safer.
Less scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But you know what's interesting though is The Conjuring did that very well. There's a lot of people in The Conjuring movie, and they still made it feel very scary.
Yeah.
So maybe think about that.
Room.
Maybe it was right. There's something, or maybe it's because we've seen it before. It's very Conjuring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That could be it too. But that's why The Conjuring's so great, dude. When they're all in the house in the living room and people are getting thrown against the wall and stuff, dude, it's scary still.
Yeah.
And I feel like, but yeah, we didn't mention that.
Maybe that's the thing. Everyone just felt more involved in that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it was. You know what I mean? It's just we had that same initial feeling.
It wasn't scary.
Yeah.
That's my problem. It was not a scary movie. It's more, if you're going to watch this movie, you're really going to enjoy the acting performances. You're going to enjoy the visuals. David Gordon Green always delivers on the visuals.
Yeah.
Christopher Nelson with the special effects were great. I mean, the special effects on the girls when they're possessed is scary. Yeah. Like, it's really good stuff, especially when you look at the behind the scenes on how the attention to detail was great. So great job by Christopher Nelson, man. Award winner when it comes to his work. He did the Suicide Squad makeup and stuff. Like, he's incredible. So big shout out to him. Did the Halloween movies as well. I think the best horror special effects guy in the game. But yeah, just when it comes to the story overall kind of falls a little bit flat in the third act. But David Gordon Green, though, I would have loved to see what he would have did with it with these other two movies. I think he's a comedy director and he has a very unique vision for horror, and I think I personally really like his stuff, and big shout out to him, dude. He's a really cool guy, and I feel like what he was doing. I think Blumhouse he has a very good relationship with Jason Blum, and I feel like they're gonna let him do another franchise or do with something else. Might be something more original though.
Yeah,
I think that's what David Gordon Green needs, is instead of doing all these reboots, give him something new to play around with. I think he would have done, I'm not saying Five Nights at Freddy's was bad, which we'll get to in a little bit, but I feel like David Gordon Green would have been great for Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
It would have been very cool to see him with. So give him something new like that, right? Maybe an adaptation or bringing something to life. And I think David Gordon Green's going to deliver on it because he's not put in this confined box, right? Of where he has to follow these rules according to this franchise, you know what I mean? He can actually do his own thing. And I think David Gordon Green's great with that. So, we'll see what happens. I think he has to be given the right material to really blossom, and I feel like that's something we can really see in the future with him. But yeah, I really enjoyed this film. Like I said, everything, the soundtrack, I love the Exorcist soundtrack, dude. It's so clean. So good. Probably like my third favorite horror soundtrack of all time. Halloween's number one, as you guys know. But it's a great one. Really recognizable and really solid and just an enjoyable film. And I thought they did a great job at Halloween Horror Nights of kind of bringing that to life. Because we went through it before we watched the movie, and then because Halloween Horror Nights came out or premiered a couple of weeks before the movie dropped, and then after we went through it again, and it was really well done.
It was
that
really
was
well
dope.
done.
Yeah, almost made the movie better. Brought you into it. Yeah,
a little bit, kind of getting like some background.
Yeah, it was nice.
No, yeah, I would say everything. Like I said, the first and second half of this movie, or the first and second quarters of this movie, are just really well done.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The acting's great. The pacing's great. I wouldn't even say the third part's bad. I would just say I think that's where it kind of loses you, because you know what I mean, like the things we mentioned before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You kind of just get taken out of the story a little bit. But I agree about all of it. I would have really liked to see David continue the series. I don't like the fact that, like, you know, you can't really, like, I mean, you can definitely judge someone off of one movie 1,000%, but obviously they were victim to the idea they're going to make more than one. You know what I mean? You could just get that vibe. You know what I mean? The story wasn't done, you know? It was, but it wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's something that they did with Halloween 2018. They didn't know they were going to do 2 more sequels after that. So maybe that's why it delivered so well compared to this one. So I do understand what you're saying. Because they knew that they were going to do 3 movies right from the get-go.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
Well, you see how
so
they
then
set
why
up
not
with
let it play
the
out?
original people at the end. You know what I mean?
Unreal. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like that they... I understand why they did it, you know? But, like, it's just like, let them... I know the audience didn't receive it well, but you never know what's going to happen. They made their money back. They made a crap ton of money. Every Blumhouse movie, I think, ever has made their money back by a significant margin. Excuse me.
You
So,
look at FNAF, how much money that movie
yeah. What was it? The one with Freaky made a crap ton of money. Yeah. Dude, yeah, they're chilling, man. Every single film that Blumhouse has released, even the ones that really aren't, you know, great received, they made a crap ton of money in the box office. People go watch Blumhouse movies. They're at the top of horror right now, I would say. And people can argue quality, A24 or whatever, but who's making the most money right now? Blumhouse. They're at the top. So I understand why they did it, but I just don't. Tippity top, baby. I just don't understand why they did this early and pulled the plug on it. I'm just not the biggest fan of it, but we'll see what happens.
I agree.
We'll see what they do in the future.
Yeah.
Any other things you want to mention about The Exorcist?
No, I don't know. I feel like we covered
I think
a lot
so.
of it.
What do you rate this movie on a scale? Or I guess I'll go first this time. For the acting alone, I thought it was great. I'm gonna give this movie. It felt it's a very horror tropey movie. You know, not my favorite David Gordon Green. But I'll give this movie like a solid 7.5.
7.5.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, I'll go 8.1.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I did enjoy the movie. Like I said, I think if you clean up that third act a little bit, that's what I kind of confuses me. Like, I don't think, maybe it's that feeling of not being like rewarded in the end or something. That's why people think they don't like it. But I thought it was great, like throughout. You know what I mean? It was really just kind of the ending for me.
The one girl died though, right?
Yes.
That was very cool. Oh, I forgot about that.
Not Lydia, yeah.
Yeah, not Lydia, the other one. Ooh. I gotta watch this movie
with,
again.
bro. There's more to play
There's
with.
more to play with, and I like that they took that risk. I might bring it up to like a 7.8. So I might go to 7.8. I forgot that they actually killed that girl. That was crazy.
You support the jump, Jamie?
Yeah, I'll go 7.8.
Okay.
I like that a lot. I forgot about that, dude. Really well done. I feel like it would have been a better...
That was like the best part
because
about
the dad.
third act.
Oh my god! Remember the dad screwed it up?
Yeah.
Oh, that was annoying. That was really annoying though. Oh, and he killed his own kid. What an idiot.
Yep.
Killed his own kid, dude. Unreal. Yeah, no.
Fed the plot, baby.
Yeah, unreal. But yeah, I'll go 7.8. You said 8.1?
8.1.
All right, there we go. There's our rating. You guys let us know what you guys thought about the film, baby. I know you went and saw it. I know you did. It was like the biggest horror movie.
Oh, no,
behind that next one we're going to talk about. FNAF. Five Nights at Freddy's. Josh Hutcherson coming back, making his big return. I don't know what else he's been doing.
Yeah,
he did Hunger Games.
Yeah,
had a huge childhood with Zathoria or whatever, and the Bridge of Terabithia, all that stuff.
Yeah, he was a
which
really
was great.
big child
Dude,
actor.
Bridge of Terabithia, dude, what a movie.
Yeah.
Had me crying, dude, in 4th grade.
Yeah, right.
Unreal, man.
Yeah, you were this depressed guy.
Oh, get in framed, dude. Get in frame. You can skid up a little bit if you need to. Yeah, great actor. He's 5'7". Love that, bro. Let's get it. Making me proud. Love that. Matthew Lillard making his big return.
Super cool.
Even though he's definitely going to come back in Scream 7. Let's go, baby.
Baby.
Yes, sir.
Especially after everyone dropped out.
Stu is coming back. Oh, for sure.
It's going to be Scream 3,
dude.
what it should have been.
Oh, so hype, dude. So hype. Even though it kind of screws up the whole thing, because I thought the dad would have been like the main girl, Melissa Barbaro's character or whatever,
Yeah.
her dad would have been Stu, and that was kind of like the whole thing. And I was like, oh, it would have been so well done. But anyway, whatever. They screwed all that up. But he's definitely gonna come back in Scream 7. I'm so hyped. It's gonna happen. I don't care what anybody says, dude. He was great in this movie.
Yeah.
Awesome to see him back. Great cast overall, actually.
No, perfect
Everybody delivered very well. It was really cool, man. Even though Matthew Lillard wasn't in this movie a lot.
As much as I wanted, yeah.
You know more of the lore, so I'll let you kind of take this one over. Expectations going into this movie, we didn't see it together. I watched it 2 times. What did you? Or we did see it together, did we? No, we didn't. I watched it 2 times. One in theater, one on Peacock. What were your expectations going into this movie?
I watched it on Peacock, and I thought the minute I saw it wasn't rated R, my expectations went down a little bit. Knowing the lore of Five Nights at Freddy's, the story is not pretty. You know what I mean? It is not like a fun story.
No.
Like, you know what I mean?
It's messed up.
It's messed up. It's very dark, and it's very gory, to be quite frank with you. The Bite of 87, the Bite of 83. But yeah, the Bite of 87, 83, those are like important dates in the FNAF story, and like, you know, they actually matter. The thing, okay, for expectation, it wasn't extremely high. I was extremely happy to see Five Nights at Freddy's in real life. I think the biggest takeaway and why I like the movie so much is I've always just wanted to see the animatronics in person, and I'm glad they didn't do CGI. They actually built animatronics and really used the suits. Yeah, it was super freaking cool. What I don't love is that there's so much story behind the game that some people still haven't even figured out yet, and they're still making games for it to like explain the story, and like they just went their own direction with it. Like, nothing against, like, you know, Josh Hudson's character having the little girl, but like that's not a thing in the actual story. Like, you know what I mean? And like I said, I actually really like the addition of her. I think it's a really cool concept. I like how she's intertwined with the story and like the kids, because the kids are an actual thing in the story that has a lot to do with the bite that I was talking about. But it's like, I just wish maybe they paid a little more homage to the actual like lore of the story. You know what I mean? I mean, Scott Cawthon was like a producer on it, but it's just like, how much control did he really have?
Producer doesn't mean anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and obviously they, you know what I mean? They changed it for certain reasons. So I just wish, I think that's my biggest takeaway. I don't even mind like definitely the deaths sucked. My two negatives were the deaths, because it's just every time I was about to see someone get chomped, like a super cool Razor animatronic death, it got shafted. And then I wish they
cutaway kill.
Yeah. I wish they would have paid a little more homage to the actual plot. But I love the story. I'm not saying that's not even really a negative. That's like an in-betweener. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the like, I don't know a lot of the lore. So I went in just playing the first game and playing like a couple of the other games, but I didn't like read the comics and didn't know any of the backstory. I would always skip through cutscenes and stuff when they try to explain some stuff, and or like I didn't really listen to the guy at the beginning of the game. Like I was terrified.
Whoa.
I was a little scared, you know.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I feel like they could have incorporated that. That'd been kind of cool, you know.
Yeah, because they have him do it like one time.
Yeah, it was like the girl or whatever.
But yeah,
I don't know. It would have been cool if they would have brought that voice actor in, even if it was just like a guy that does voice acting. Would have been cool to kind of incorporate that a little bit.
Yeah.
But whatever. That's fan service stuff. The thing that got me is like it's a serious thing. Like, I don't really know about the kids getting stuffed in the suits until I watched the movie, and it's like, that's messed up. These kids are like 6 years old, dude. That is messed up, bro. Like, the fact that you made this PG-13 is such a crime, dude. And that's what really brings this rating down for me. Like, if this movie, it's more of a potential thing, and that's my biggest thing. I think that's where our ratings differ a lot. Is I'm a lot more. You'll see, like, we'll be like agreeing on a lot of movies, and there'll be one movie where like it's like way off, and I think a lot of it is because of potential.
But yeah,
when I like a premise of a movie and they just do it totally wrong in the most dumb way possible, which like I know that every movie's not going to be the way I want it to be, but when I see them going a certain way and they just turn, it's just like what do you do?
Like you have like 6 ways of doing it, and it's like you pick the worst.
The worst possible. Yeah. That's exactly what they did here.
Yeah,
and or maybe not they could have probably made it a lot worse, but they picked one of the worst choices when it comes to make it rated R, dude. See these crazy kills. You can go crazy with these kids getting stuffed in suits and stuff. Like you can get really messed up.
Yeah.
And they just didn't do it.
Of course, it's to play to the children, but
right,
I feel like you get such a bigger.
It's money. They make
Yeah.
more. There's a stat out there. It's like you get like 100% more profit, or 110% more profit if you make a movie PG-13 compared to rated R. Because
Yeah.
you get more kids, you get more people going, oh,
I think you
it's
told
not
me
rated
about
R.
that.
Yeah, and then movie theaters now, some movie theaters won't let you watch it if it's rated R. If you're under 18 or whatever in some states. So, I get that, but it's like, dude, this movie, like, you got to release a rated R version or something, man, and go crazy with it. Or in one of the sequels, which I know they're not going to do, but make it rated R and just go crazy with it. But they just didn't do it, man.
Yeah.
And then the scene where the guy gets his face chopped off, or at the beginning, or which should have been Markiplier, by the way.
Yeah,
Kinda mad about
that's
that.
so sad.
Or the scene where the guy gets chopped in half. Like, all these would have been so much cooler if it would have been rated R, dude. Do some Terrifier stuff. Go crazy with it. But they didn't do it, and I understand why they did it. Money.
Freaking
I get
office, a studio behind
it's
it.
a business.
Yeah.
I understand, but it's like it would have made this movie so. It's like that's why I think like a lot of the Marvel movies, same thing, right? Like a lot of these Marvel movies, especially in the MCU, could have been rated R.
Yeah,
and they,
100%.
like Deadpool stuff. They could have gone crazy with some of these Captain America movies.
Yeah.
Civil War would have been so cool if it was rated R. You know what I mean? Winter Soldier. You know what I mean? Some of these Marvel movies would have been so dope if they would have been more aggressive with it. But they just didn't do that, and I think that's what hurts me a little bit. And specifically, imagine a Spider-Man movie rated R. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, and I think this is it's just like, especially like we're talking about, like this movie feels like a kid's movie in a way. You know
It
what I
does.
mean? Like,
It's
not to
exactly
be
what
that
it is.
guy.
It does.
It's like a suspenseful
There you go.
kids movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not,
Right. You're 100% right.
you know.
Yeah. It's not scary.
Yeah.
It's not scary. And that's where it falls flat on its face. It could have been scary. It could have been crazy. And I like the big reveal at the end with Matthew Lillard's character being whatever his name is. And
yeah.
I can't remember his
Purple
name.
guy, basically.
Yeah. And it's like I knew, but it was very obvious.
Yeah.
You can't get Matthew Lillard coming back and him only being 10 minutes in the first 10 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
Like I knew they were gonna bring him back, and I put two and two together. I was like, all right, that's where they're going with it. And it was just like, I don't know, man. They could have just done so much more there. They showed a little bit of blood when it got in. He got trapped in the suit, but like it could have been 10 times cooler.
Yeah.
And they could have gone some really cool.
Squirting blood, like.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could have gone insane with it. It didn't go that direction. Make it rated R, bro.
Take it up a notch.
Take it up a notch, man. And it's like they just didn't do it. And once again, it's a business, money. I understand.
You get it.
But it's just like it brought it down 2 points for me, 2 whole points, just for potential.
Yeah. Well, or should I give my rating first?
I went last time first. So you go first.
Yeah. What I will say lastly though is like like I said, the one positive takeaway from it, besides like the acting, I thought everyone did a very good job, and that's what I don't want to take away from the hate of it. It's not that like I don't like the addition of the cop or like the girl, like you know what I mean. They're not actually in like the normal lore. But I do think like they worked. You know what I mean? I thought it was cool. I liked the story.
You know what made me mad? The fort building scene. So stupid.
Bro.
I get why they're doing it, but it's so dumb. That's a kid's movie.
That's when I sat there. Thank you. That's when I sat there and I was like, this movie is made for a fucking child.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. But like, dude.
You're right.
I was like,
So
why
annoying.
are we doing this? And literally they laid down. It was like the popping of bubbles. Like the
It's like a SpongeBob episode.
yeah. And I was like, what the
I
fuck?
saw that same shot in SpongeBob. I swear.
I'm like, what the hell are we watching, dude? It wasn't even like fitting the tone either. It was like weird.
No, it was so out of the blue.
I don't know.
Stuff like that.
What I was that's like the biggest negative. There's too many scenes like that. My biggest positive takeaway though is how freaking sick the costumes were. I'll leave it at that. Like
The set design was great.
Yeah,
but why not show more of the set?
The set.
Show more. They didn't do that.
I think it's really funny, like how we see Foxy chase him at that one point. You don't really actually see what happens to him. He's just fine. It's like, bruh.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of missed opportunities with this movie.
Yeah.
That's what hurts a lot. And there's been a couple movies where we talked about that, missed opportunities, especially me. So I know we're back at it again. I'm sorry you guys got to hear me talk about it again. But seriously, I mean, there's a lot of missed stuff there.
But you're not wrong. Like I would say again, like you said, that's what separates this movie from being like a 9 and a 7. You know what I mean?
Genuinely.
It's like
if this was rated R, this movie could be a 9.5.
Yep.
And it just wasn't that.
Yeah.
Because of the money. And they made a crap ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. They got what they wanted out of this. And sadly, they're going to continue doing PG-13 stuff.
Absolutely.
And
it's the same fear that everyone had with Deadpool becoming PG-13 coming to Disney. Yeah. Like, you're like, we already know what it looks like rated R. You can't, you dumb it down for the kids. Like, no one wants to watch it. That's not him, you know? So
That's not this brand. That's not this game.
yeah, exactly.
It's not these comics. These comics are crazy.
Yeah.
I went back and like looked at some of the lore. It's insane.
Yeah.
Like they go crazy. So why not convert that? But yeah, you go first here with your rating. What do you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'll give it a 7.5.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a bad, again, I don't think it's a bad movie. I think it is victim, again, like you said, to what it could have been and potential.
Yeah.
I don't think, like, I think the acting was good. I think the set design was good. The plot was pretty good. I thought the soundtrack was fine. Like, I thought it was a good movie. I just think, like you said, it not being rated R kills it completely.
Yeah.
Like, takes it down 2 whole points.
Yep.
So.
Understandable. I'm going to go 7.5 too. I think it was like you said, you make this rated R, it's a 9.5.
Yeah, exactly.
And could be more.
Yeah.
Depending on how crazy they get with it.
Could be like top 5 favorite horror movie for me.
And why not incorporate more of that soundtrack?
Yeah.
Like just stuff like that, man. Yeah. I don't know. There's just a lot there they really missed on, man, and it really sucks. But yeah, 7.5 for both of us. You guys let us know the rating down below, baby.
Yeah, rate all of the films that we did today.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you guys
you
let us know,
rate
man.
them all, and we'll compare.
Why not comment? Why not? Like,
dude, why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you do that?
Is it
Do
because
it.
of Jamie?
Jamie, do you think they should comment?
Probably, yeah.
Probably. Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah,
assume it's safe to comment then.
Patreon's another thing they could do.
Patreon.
You know, we're gonna start doing some stuff on there.
Yep.
For sure. Some live streams maybe.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been way too long, so we might do some
we're doing
live
it.
streams on there.
Yeah.
And we'll just do them digitally. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like on
yeah,
Zoom
yeah.
or something, kind of how we used to do them, and we'll do it all live on Patreon and see where it goes.
Yep. Chat with all you
Ooh.
lovely people.
We could do like a Christmas live stream.
Oh, a Christmas special.
That'd be dope.
Ooh, we could even
Watch
do
some Christmas movies live, dude.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
Oh,
actually
dude.
clean, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
No, bro. You know what we could do?
What?
A live streaming episode. Hear me out, gang. You're in on this. We set it up, the tier list, S to F, and we rank Christmas movies. Or
Oh, that's great, and get the audience involved.
Yeah, yeah,
I like
yeah.
that.
Voting system where
Yeah.
they vote
Yeah.
which movie we
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That's smart.
Let's do
Let's
it.
do that. All right,
Yeah.
yeah, there you go. We're gonna
Sign up for Patreon. You just heard the plan.
Yes, sir. Go do that, baby. Yeah. So, anything else we want to talk about this episode? Trying to think of what else, like big news. I know we got big news. I know we got Napoleon out. We're gonna go watch. Wonka's coming out soon.
Yep.
Don't
I want
hurt.
to see Killer of the Flower Moon still.
Yes. Great cast.
I just think it's gonna be an Oscar movie. You know what I mean? I think
it's a must see.
see ahead of time.
What else is going on?
Like you said, Wonka.
Is
Super excited
Is Dune
for that.
2 out? Is that coming
Not
out?
yet.
It's coming out in December, right?
I thought they pushed it.
Oh, maybe they did. Like April. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Or February next year. Yeah, I think you're right. March maybe. Yeah, I don't know if there's any. I'm trying to think of any other big releases coming out. Nothing crazy.
Nothing that I can think of. If
Yeah.
I saw them, I could tell you. But
Yeah. We need more big Christmas movies. I know The Grinch 2
I
is
know.
in production, but like,
I also heard though that there was a rumor that he shut that down. That wasn't actually happening.
oh,
Yeah. But I saw all the reports
screw
that you
you,
did
Facebook.
too. I hope no, bro. Please, I hope it is. I hope that because I've seen like 40 to 1. I've only seen one post that said it was like he shut
Right.
it down, but every
I
other
saw
post
one the
I've
other
seen,
day saying it's back in production.
it's back in production. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember he said after Sonic 2 that if it's a script with gold lettering coming down from heaven with an angel holding it, he's like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to do another script. He's like, I'm retiring from acting.
You know what's
Pretty
really
much.
funny though? Somebody put, "What is he gonna steal this time?" He's gonna steal
That-
Christmas.
right.
He was like, "You already stole Christmas.
It's going to be a dumb movie.
Again?
It's going to be a bad movie. It's going to be like another villain comes in or something, and he has to protect the city or
Some stupid."
or he like remember like all the Dr. Seuss all the Dr. Seuss universes are like little specks.
Yeah.
Maybe he like goes to like another speck. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? You never
Yeah.
know. Imagine that's what our universe is. We're a speck. Wouldn't that be crazy?
Jamie.
Do you have thoughts, Jamie?
Yeah,
No,
okay.
all right, whatever. He's tired, dude.
Yeah, this guy's a.
Unreal, man. This is insane,
dude,
dude.
stop,
Give this man some
Jamie.
Vietnamese coffee, dude.
Yeah,
He needs
honestly.
it. That was
Bull
unreal.
a
Bro.
foe.
Strong coffee.
Oh,
I had some of that stuff, dude. It was like I'm drinking creamer. Like it was bad,
Kramer.
but it was,
Love Kramer.
yeah, but it was like strict. It was super sweet and like, you thought it was black coffee, but I drink black coffee. That was,
It tasted burnt.
yeah, it was insane. It was a good taste though. We need to go to Epcot, boys. Let's go
Epcot.
around the world.
Drink around the world.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's
to
do it
Yeah, let's do it. I got passes.
right now.
I hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't think of anything else that's really popping right now, but yeah, we'll be back trying to get this thing weekly again.
Yep.
Of course,
We got
Mr. Filmer over here.
Filmer here.
Yeah, I know it's
Filming's
gonna be
come
digital
up.
again in a couple months,
Freaking
man.
season 4 of that show, everybody's favorite. You already know,
Yep.
Sweet Max,
Mhm.
baby, ring, ring,
And
ring.
back at it, baby.
Back at
So
it.
we'll be digital again for a little bit, which is gonna suck, but we'll be back in person after that, and everything will be good. So we got a couple more months of this, but yeah, you guys let us know what movies you guys want us to review, rank, all that fun stuff. What you want to do, what you want us to do on Patreon, what kind of stuff you want to see there.
Yeah.
Any acting news you guys send on our Instagram, Actors POV on Instagram.
Yep.
And DM it to us, and
At
we'll,
Actors POV.
or
That's
just
at Actors
you can
POV.
DM us on our personals, and we'll see them there
Or
too.
that's Logan Allen or Brayden Noble.
Yep, there you go, baby.
At Actors
And
POV.
yep, and you guys can check us out there. At Jamie,
At
another guy you
Jamie.
can reach out to. At JMO.
Yeah, Jamie runs our Instagram account. No, he doesn't.
He's
but
our producer.
He does. He does.
God, I hate that guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So you guys can reach out there. Let us know what you want to see next, and yeah, man, some Christmas stuff on the way. Some fun Christmas
stuff
episodes.
on the
It's gonna
way.
be great.
Yeah.
We got a little Christmas tree. Put it right here.
Yeah, I know. We missed all of our freaking horror episodes, man.
I know, bro.
We were so excited
very
for that.
excited.
We
A lot
had
of
everything
rankings.
planned. Yeah. It's okay. There's next year.
There's next year. It's always horror season.
Yeah,
After Christmas.
Exactly. After Christmas.
Christmas. I was jamming out some Christmas music, dude. Today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's
I
go.
don't want a lot for Christmas.
There's just one thing I need. It's great.
You give us 1 million likes, we'll make an Actors POV Christmas
Album.
album.
Let's do a Christmas album, bro. On some real stuff.
Christmas album
Let's
right here.
do it.
Logan
I
Allen
got-
wants to do it. 1 million
Dude,
likes.
we would kill it.
He's like, I'll do it for 1 like.
Brayden could sing.
Logan
yeah,
can sing.
one view, dude.
1 view, we're
It'll
doing
be
it.
my view. You know.
I'm viewing.
Yeah.
I am viewing now.
I could do a verse, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, no. So that is gonna be episode 24. 24. Really appreciate you guys tuning in.
Yeah.
Of course, man. Comeback episode. We're definitely gonna be back. Hopefully, like I said, weekly. We'll depending on what our schedules are like and what's going on. But yeah, we really do appreciate you guys watching this entire thing. Let us know what you think about the movies we rated. Rank them down below. Rate them
Let us
down
know if
below.
you agree or disagree.
You probably do disagree because we don't know anything.
Yep, probably not. I'm not an intelligent person.
Yeah, JMO did a horrible job this episode.
Absolutely.
Didn't really help us out much, but
Yep.
it's okay.
Thank you, JMO.
Sorry if we look disorganized. It's just hard when you don't have a good producer.
Yep. Thank you, JMO.
But we really do appreciate you guys, man. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have a great rest of your day.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
and
Thanksgiving.
Holidays.
Happy holidays. We'll see you soon, baby.